What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Inside the Storyline Podcast right here on Inside the Storyline Podcast YouTube channel. And if you're finding our channel for the very first time, please make sure that you hit that like button so someone else can find the channel as well. And if you really enjoy this channel and wrestling and talking about the ins and out of storyline in wrestling, the psychology of wrestling, please make sure that you hit that subscribe button. But we are your hosts, 2/3, because our other man, he's busy right now. He can't make this show, but he will be on the show tonight when we review SummerSlam. But I'm your host, Dutch the Creator. Your other host right here is my man Jay. What's up, Jay?
What it do, Bronx legend, aka main event Jay Uso.
I knew you was gonna say it one day, man. But we are gonna be reviewing last night's SmackDown, and that was August the 4th, 2023. 2023. It's still, that shit still sound crazy, man.
Right?
But we had a nice show last night, and we're going to get right to it without further ado. We're going to jump right into the first segment with Mr. L.A. Knight. Yeah. What do you think about that whole segment before the match with Sheamus?
I think that he's good on the mic. It's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He's good on the mic. He's getting traction with the audience, white hot. Like, I've never used that word so much, but if you ever wanted to know what white hot looked like when that man music hit, he does get that stone cold rock reaction.
He does.
You know?
And the WWE knows it too.
And they know it, exactly. But I thought it was pretty solid. Yeah, man, like coming into the match and everything with Sheamus, I think just looking at some of the moves that he's able to do, a lot of people forget Sheamus is like 6'3", 270 something pounds.
He is.
And LA Knight was posting him over his shoulder like he wasn't. So I was like, that was just a testament to how strong LA Knight is.
Mm-hmm.
But I think overall it was a pretty good match.
All right. I completely disagree with you on everything you said about LA Knight tonight. And the reason I do is because I've been struggling with my LA Knight, right?
Yeah.
It's like a love-hate relationship I have with this man.
Mm-hmm.
Believe me, y'all, I want to like this guy. He has it, right? He has it. But I think his it is it. I'm sorry.
That's as high as he gonna go?
That's it. Because I noticed something, and I'm a very analytical person, you guys. That's why I do this podcast. I have another podcast. If you want to, explore what I do on YouTube and other realms, just go to the Black Non-Democrat YouTube channel. It's not a Pookie podcast. But I'm a good analyzation person, right? And I've been watching him. The first time I seen him was with the Bray Wyatt feud. And I didn't know who that was. I'm like, who's this guy? Okay, cool. And then I start seeing the Rock, Stone Cold stuff, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on, right? Mm-hmm. Now, I've been trying to give this man a chance. But what I'm noticing, got a good, keen sense of things, man. He's a one-show pony. He is, man. All he do, and he relies on this. You see what I'm saying? I just watched a video where it was a wrestling channel, and they were going through The Rock's whole career and his catchphrases. Do you know this man has over 130 catchphrases?
I believe it.
Oh,
if there's anybody who has that many, it's him. Yeah.
Oh my God! And as they were going through them, I'm like, oh yeah, oh wait. LA Knight, he's only got these 3 little catchphrases.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever he does in between.
And then he has the whose game is it?
Yeah.
LA Night.
That's it, bruh. And I noticed when he was going through the men that's going to be in the Battle Royal, when he got to Sheamus, I think he knew he fucked up because Sheamus is a babyface right now.
Yeah.
And we was talking about the crowd before we came on air, right?
Yeah.
And the crowd, and I'm gonna pull this from somebody on the Wade Keller show. I don't ever want to take credit for it. Forgot his name, but he said this on the Wade Keller show. Love Wade Keller. He said the crowd looked like, especially when they were fighting too, and then the botches happened. We're going to get on the botches. I want your view on the botches. But he was like, the crowd looked like that kid who keep asking his mother for something, keep asking, and then when she finally give it to him, it's not what he thought, but he got to play with it anyway. And the crowd understands that they put so much stock in him that they got because a regular person would have got booed out the motherfucking stadium with that botch. They would have been like, "Oh nah, you fucked up," and not only fucked up once, but fucked up like 3 times. What are your thoughts on his botches? Trying to jump up on the motherfucking Joan.
They fell off the
and they fell. It was all his fault.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I thought somebody got injured for real. Like I thought it was either LA Knight or Sheamus, but even the wrestlers came over and they was kind of like checking on him when he was on the floor, right?
AJ Styles.
I think overall the match wasn't bad, but there was some botches. But let me say this.
Go ahead.
What if LA Knight is almost like a Raquel Rodriguez? Raquel Rodriguez is in the spotlight right now. Mm-hmm. However, we've already said that she's still a little green. Mm-hmm. So her wrestling is not tip-top. She still did some botches and there's some stuff like that.
Right.
But as time goes on, now that you found your niche or your niche, as you would say, what is it? What if it's like, okay, now that I found my thing, let me try to perfect my craft a little bit. And what if LA Knight is in that type of mode right now to where he still has to perfect it?
In my eyes,
I know he's 40.
And not just 40. In my eyes, now the whole world is going LA Knight, yeah. His merch is #1 for July. Those are facts. You know how I am with facts. But the thing is, bro, you've been doing this shit for 20 years. You've been doing this for 20 years. What I tell you, and Zoe, and I've been on YouTube since 2015, bro. And I always said I'm glad I didn't blow up like I did the end of last year. My shit blew up, right? But I'm glad I didn't get that in 2015, 16, 17, 18, because I wasn't ready. I wouldn't know what to do with that fame, right?
Okay.
But now, I always said before November last year, I said, I gotta do every video as if it's gonna go viral. You see what I'm saying? I'm a beast at this shit right now. If I somehow, break out like Kevin Samuels, I'm ready, nigga.
Right.
I'm ready. I'm ready for everything. LA Knight should have been ready for this long time ago. And that's, I think, what WWE is seeing, and that's why they're not pulling the trigger on him, because they're looking at him like, Triple H is like, I see what's going on, but I don't trust him to be ready for strapping that joint to his back and shooting him to the moon, like Booker T said. And I believe last night, Triple H looked at that joint And because these are amateur shit. If you know you can't jump on, you're not the jump on the rope guy. So why would you do it? That's amateur. That's rookie.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I mean? Don't try it. Why the fuck you gonna try it? And if you heard somebody say, "What the fuck are you doing?" I think it was one of the wrestlers.
Oh, I didn't even hear.
And you go back and listen to, because they seen him going, and it might have been Sheamus. They seen him go to the other side, and they're wrestlers, so they know what's about to happen. And as he's running, you heard it. What the fuck are you doing?
Oh wow!
And he get up there, his legs shaking like shit, and Sheamus trying to fucking help the man, but he couldn't fuck Sheamus up. He's not ready for that spat. And WWE knows it. What you have to say about that, my brother?
A botch like that could definitely tell McMahon and them, okay, we don't need to pull the trigger. But because McMahon still has his hand in the pot and his motto is what's best for business, I believe by WrestleMania, if not before, they're going to put a belt on LA Knight. And they're going to continue the momentum, because I guess at the end of the day, why not? If you selling merch and he's drawing in tickets and money for you, the only way to go up from there is by strapping the belt on. Now, I wouldn't do no Intercontinental or nothing like that. I'd give him the U.S. belt. Man, nobody's. I mean, we watching, but ain't nobody really watching. Like Aries, what's his name? Aries, Austin Theory. Yeah. I'm watching, but it ain't.
Can I play something for you and get your opinion on what we're about to hear?
Okay.
All right. Cool.
Like he rubs people the wrong way. And that's been a thing with him in the past, and even people who like him have to tell other people who are off-put by his initial impression, oh, he's a good guy, it's just, that kind of thing. Like, you got to get to know him, or he gives a bad first impression. So I'm watching that, I'm just like...
And what we're listening to, guys, is Wade Keller. I want to give him a shout-out. Wade Keller Show. That guy has been doing it for years.
Sheamus sandbagging him? Is Sheamus, trying to make him look bad? He...
Now listen to the other.
On the second try, Sheamus leaned forward for him, and I don't know if he was supposed to lean forward the first time or not. And then the slip up afterwards, it's like, really? So I'm starting all kinds of trouble here. I have nothing to base that on other than the fact that wrestlers don't always want to help somebody who's red hot get hotter if they don't think that they have the right attitude or are ready for that spot or whatever. And that crossed my mind watching it. Like, how convenient that at this moment in time when people are going, is LA Knight really good enough in the ring, that he has this big spotty plans and it doesn't work. He slips up. It's on brand for him a bit, that's just his rep too, is, he gets nervous in the ring, he kind of forgets stuff sometimes, and he's not the smoothest in executing stuff. So I just watched it, I'm like, I don't know what happened, and I don't know what the ramifications are, but man, did that come at a bad time, because if management is like, we're going to try this guy, but like you, Nick, they've got reservations. The fans are ahead of them in their opinion of him, but they aren't, they don't ignore the fans completely, even if they have reservations. They want to test things and see what he can do. It was bad timing. It couldn't, in a way, it couldn't have been worse timing as they're, thinking post SummerSlam what to do with him. I don't think they should make that big of a deal out of it, because I just think LA Knight should not do a move that he's not sure he can do. But it'll be interesting if people go back and just use that as sort of blaming WWE for making too much out of it if they don't see LA Knight getting pushed to the degree that they think he should be pushed. And so, yeah, it's just something to watch. It's a potential pivot point for LA Knight.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think they should be making a big deal about it. It's not something that I would make a big deal about, other than, to me, it was more blatant in the people's reaction to it, everyone's reaction overall.
Yeah.
That it's like, wait a minute here. Like, there's a level of hypocrisy in this whole thing. There's just, I don't know. I think that there's, at some point, we're willing something to be better than it is. And, you know, there's botches all the time and things. I can barely walk from my kitchen to my bathroom without tripping on something. Like, I'm not criticizing him for anything athletically other than to say, like, there is just a lack of just preparedness for anything greater. I feel like that is just ringing true. And I think you're right, Wade. Like, this was not good timing. And you know what? I always say timing is everything.
Yeah. And then we had
So what they were saying was basically this guy botched and could have really hurt someone. And it's not the first time. Every match I've seen him in, he fucked up something, bro. Remember what they used to say about Ultimate Warrior? He just couldn't.
Oh, yeah. A little reckless.
And McMahon understands that they pushed him to the moon, and that went to shit. I mean, his promos was just talking about some fucking all of my warriors coming out of the sea of warriorism. What the fuck are you talking about?
That man was intergalactic. He had fans on other planets he was talking to. Talk to me, warriors.
But so let me ask you a question. Do you think the fans are actually just gonna be like, I think he was exposed last night, and smart fans are going to understand. What do you think?
I don't think the fans is going to make as big a deal out of it as management might make. People like us, people who actually look into it and really dissect the situation, obviously we're definitely going to be like, yeah.
Because this is Inside the Storyline podcast.
Right. And if you're not subscribed, do it. Like, what are you waiting on?
What are you waiting on?
Listening to that, and then obviously remembering the botch itself, I could see how that could be a problem going forward.
Yep. Because what if he keep doing this shit, bruh?
Yeah.
And he keep doing it. Like, every time I'm watching him, I'm like, now I'm really watching him. He botched his stunner. He botched it. Even in this match with Sheamus, when it first started, the man clipped up and hit the fucking rope. Like, what the fuck is he doing, bruh?
Damn.
And Wade Keller said, because Wade Keller knows more about this guy than I do, he said, it's an MO. He addressed it already, saying, yeah, you know, I be fucking up in the ring. WWE, bruh, is $1 billion company. At the end of the day, they got Roman Reigns. They got Brock Lesnar.
I mean, yeah.
They don't need... They understand, yeah, he making us money, but that's a month. That's a month. That's 1 month. And on top of that...
Yeah, but like I said, McMahon is, you know, what's best for business type stuff. So, okay, my question is, if you have somebody like that, they're pretty much good at everything else, with the exception of a couple of botches in a match. What do you do with somebody like that?
What you do with him is play it by ear. Give him the U.S. title. Yes, I'm not against that. Okay. But what I'm saying is, you don't do what fucking Booker T said, strap a fucking Jones and shoot him to the star, because, bruh, the wrestling business is still a business.
Absolutely.
And you cannot. The thing is, bro, it's stock out there that I will love to buy, but I go and look at the history of that stock, and you know, just because it got a good month going, and everybody's on that stock's nuts, am I gonna put money into it? Nah, fuck that. It's Vince McMahon, and especially Triple H now, is they understand the business, young. LA Knight didn't pop for 20 years for a reason. I'm sorry. He didn't pop for a reason. And we have to explore that reason when considering LA Knight to be a top guy.
Now, 20 years in WWE?
Nah, just a 20-year wrestling career.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Okay.
My man shouldn't be doing these botches. I mean, if I'm Vince McMahon or Triple H, I will be like, no, fuck no, because he's 40. You should be a vet, and you should not make any mistakes, bruh.
Right.
I see John Cena come back, fucking bald head and everything, every time, and he's not even been in a ring all year. And he comes back, bam, and he's been in it just as long as LA Knight been in it, and he ain't even on the circuit no more. But the man comes back and provides something. Undertaker said, I'm not going to go the fuck out there because I can't provide something no more. I can't provide that thing they want no more. I don't want to be a caricature of myself. You see?
Right.
You got to respect this business, and I don't think LA Knight is respecting this business.
Strong words there. I don't know if I go as far as that, but I definitely think that
I did go a little hard.
it's heavy. But I mean, that is deep emotion about it. I feel you.
I love this business, bro. I do.
Yo, I feel like you just sat him down in the office. Hey, look, and use his. Hey, let me talk to you for a minute.
Let me talk to you.
Talk to you. Now, I don't feel like you respect this business. And if you do, you'll stop getting in my goddamn ring.
And that's the bottom line. Oh man,
yeah.
They gonna love the first 23 minutes of this.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you want to say about LA Knight?
Nah, I'm gonna leave him alone. I think we got him.
It's like I set this motherfucker down. It's like, look, bro, you fucking up the business. Right. I do like LA Knight. I do like him. He just needs to get this shit together, bro. For me to look. I said that about Cody. Like Cody, when he came back, I was excited, but it was the pack. The pack did it for me. Fuck it. I mean, I'm all in. No pun intended. I'm all in.
Right.
Fuck that. All right. The Battle Royal. It's for LA Knight. Let's just keep it real.
I honestly thought they was gonna put that shit on the pre-show, but
no, it's for Slim Jim. Slim Jim paid them some money, so that's why we can't get Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus.
I read about that. They cut Becky and Stratus, and they cut Rhea Ripley.
That motherfucking money, man.
Rhea Ripley though,
bruh. Let me tell you, bruh. WWE is a whore. I mean, WWE is a whore, a fucking straight up whore.
Heavy words today.
Yes, bro. Like Saudi Arabia. Yeah, we'll do anything. Like they're wrestlers.
The highest bidder.
Yeah, bruh. Saudi Arabia had these wrestlers on the plane's tarmac for hours before they got their money.
Wow.
And guess what? Vince McMahon went right back in 6 months. WWE is a whore. I'm sorry, like an expensive ass whore. It's like WWE is an escort. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So
you plan on putting this video out, huh?
Yes, I
do. All right.
I'm a very opinionated man. I'm on one today. Street Profits, baby. Let's go. Let's talk about it. Let's do it. I feel like D-Generation X all over again.
When I say it feels like it's about to be Monday Night Wars all over again, NWO D-Generation X Nation of Domination, all of that.
Ooh, nigga.
Ministry of Darkness, all of that. LWO.
Hey, wrestling is on one right now, bruh.
And I knew something was going on when I seen Bobby Lashley backstage going in recruiting. But when I seen him talking to Street Profits was already like one of my favorite groups of this era. So
but they
I
were
just
stuck
like,
in this box.
Yeah, exactly. They didn't give them a good enough direction. And I'm like, yo, these boys are too talented to be pushed off to the back or to be on some type of sideshow or giving them a 3-5 minute match or a squash match or something like that. So I'm glad that they put them not with just anybody, but with the Almighty. And look, they heels, right?
I don't even know. I don't know. We don't know.
I think they are.
You think they are?
I think they are, but look.
Because look, when Bobby came out.
Exactly, yeah.
That was a babyface Bobby pandering to the crowd. Babyface.
And that's what I was saying. The crowd made it hard
Bobby
to say that they were heels, right? Because it's Bobby,
like,
Bobby.
I think the idea was the heel, but the crowd was just too fucking like accepting, and I think they're gonna regroup, and it's gonna be aggressive, Stone Cold heel. I mean, babyface, you know. Yeah. But man, what do you think about when they first hit the ring? What were your thoughts?
I was excited.
Take me there.
And what can I compare it to?
You know what I said.
Yeah, because I was like, what moment in history when somebody hit the ring, you was like, oh, okay. When I first seen Booker T come out the crowd, and I was like, oh, yo, this is what they about to do?
Okay, that's yours.
Baby.
Okay.
Okay. So when I seen that was almost the equivalent of that. I was like, yo, what they about to... And then the moves, crisp, hard, and on point.
And the facial expressions.
Yo. And they stood up like that scene in Bad Boys, yo. Martin and
yeah. I think it was one of those things, and mine was when we seen, it was a crowd joint when we seen Scott Hall walking through the fucking crowd, WCW. Right. Like, who the fuck is that? Is that?
I think it is.
Is that Scott Hall? You know, he's what? I know you think I'm here because like that right there. Just now, when I seen them though, Antonio Dawkins, that's his name, the big one.
Right, the big one, yeah.
He's about to shine, bro.
Absolutely, because in that group, Montel is a star.
In their in the box that they were in, the Street Profits, Montel was that dude. I think Dawkins.
Yeah, he about to get his due.
Because you see his face, bro.
Because,
he was just like, I'm like, whoa. Oh.
Like, easy there, Pitbull.
Yeah, like, I feel like Randy Orton out this jump.
Right.
Man.
Yeah. So I think that it's about to be exciting. Because I don't know where they about to go with it. But
that was my next question to you. Where? Okay. Let me ask you this. Where do you want it to go? What's your idea? I book shit. Y'all been having me book shit. I'm book it, Jay. Book it.
All right.
What do you see this happening?
Okay. So if I can stretch it, because originally, when we were talking about people who could defeat the bloodline, I naturally it was who was it? It was Cody with Owens and Zayn.
Yeah.
All right. Obviously, that played out. But my other one was going to be Bobby in the Hurt Business. But this is much better. Much better.
Go in. Give me that behind the storyline, baby.
So
book this shit.
Book it, nigga. If people don't remember, it might have been in Extreme Rules. It was Bobby versus Roman Reigns.
I remember that.
Bobby has a win over Roman on a one-on-one basis. People don't remember that. So it's not like Bobby can't beat Roman one-on-one. Right. We know that.
Right.
But I also said, in order to beat Roman, you have to beat the bloodline. Granted, his bloodline is not as strong, but he still has backup nonetheless. So, if Bobby challenged Roman, or better yet, we was asking, because I know you want Cody to win the Royal Rumble.
Yes, I do.
But if Bobby won it,
Now, look. Now, I'm gonna say this, bro. I'm gonna say this.
Okay.
What they did with the Street Profits not only upped the Street Profits stock value, it did the same thing for Bobby.
Absolutely.
When Bobby walked out that joint, you know what I felt? I felt evolution. I felt evolution.
Come on now.
My blood.
Come on
all
now.
In my blood, my brother. Like and he knew it. He knew he done. He was and he gonna go on NXT and do the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
They about to. It's something brewing, bruh.
Something's right.
Triple H is that dude, man.
Yes.
Triple H is the best booker ever. He knows what he's doing, and he's doing it, and he's doing it deliberately, and he's doing it directly, and he's giving Bobby. I mean, if you thought the Hurt Business was something, my brother, what we about to see?
Exactly.
It's about to be New World Order level shit.
I'm telling you.
And it's going to be all black. It's going to be all black. And someone said something. They said, do it have to be race-based? They can...
Okay, I found this on the web for Do I Have to Be Reese Place. Check it out.
Are
we ever going to have a show without Suri?
Nah. No, she listening. She was like, let me make sure. Let me monetize this podcast real quick.
What do you think about Theory joining them?
Joining Bobby and them?
Yeah.
I'm not a big Theory fan.
That's why they need to do something with him.
Yeah.
Theory has the look. Theory has it in theory, no pun intended, but he just don't have it. Ever since Vince McMahon got investigated, he just went downhill.
Because that was McMahon's dude right there.
Yes, man. And I was on board for it. I like the guy. But after that, he just went somewhere.
Yeah.
But
he's a good heel. I like him as a heel. He's an annoying heel, but it works. So I like him for that, but just in general, I don't know if I would book him or who I would book him with.
Do you call this faction? Because we're gonna figure out what this is within a month.
Absolutely.
Do we call this faction the Hurt Business?
No, they got to go somewhere else with it.
Okay.
They got to bring it new life. So this is a younger and no disrespect to Shelton. Shelton, that was my man, but Shelton,
he in his 40s.
Yeah. So this is a fresh, new group of, capable young men.
Right.
So we're
the
future. So we got to bring it forth as such. So we need something fresh. We need something that's gonna hit.
Okay.
That's gonna suit them.
Let me ask
because okay.
We just brought back LWO, and it's popular. People love it. How about this be the new age nation of domination?
Come on now. Come on now. We could do it,
We can do it.
but
What you thinking? What you thinking? We booking, baby. Come on.
well, you know
Because you know we got a segment on the channel called Best Fantasy Booking.
right.
I'm putting.
Right.
I'm taking this and putting it on that.
Okay.
We booking, baby. What you think?
You know,
about
Nation of Domination was a different time back then, so they was able to touch on some things that we can't touch now. Not with a 10-foot pole.
But we can, because it's coming from the black. We can do it.
Mm-hmm.
And if Triple H was fucked up on some other racist shit with the Booker T and the Nation of Domination. Remember when
I was about to say,
X-Pac
'cause he
came out with the blackface and woo. Alright, Triple H, he gotta be like, look, I don't want nothing to do with it.
Hey,
Bobby, you
some racist shit.
okay, yeah. That's a bad idea. Don't even do it. Don't even do it.
Just like-
Don't even do it. I'm sorry. I forgot. That shit.
We gotta do behind the storylines on that. It was so racist. Yo.
Yes, we gotta do that video. Y'all look out for behind the storyline segment on the Nation of Domination, and just it was so racist.
It was so racist. Oh.
Hey, when I was looking at the Rock's little vignette joint, he was fucking savage, young. He talked about Stephanie McMahon being a hoe like so much, and her breast, and like he looked down like, you're looking a little bigger there, like shit that could not even last a second in today's fucking shit, bruh.
Nope.
Ooh, I love the Attitude Era. We gotta do that. We gotta do that Attitude Era joint too. Street Profits. Do you want to elaborate on anything else with that?
I'm excited to see where it goes. I think they're going to make an appearance tonight at SummerSlam. On who?
I do think that Roman's next opponent is Bobby Lashley.
But how do they spark that though? How do
Tonight.
You think he going to interfere on the match?
That throw a wrench in the game.
Damn.
See, it will subvert our expectations, my man. It's like, cause we're focusing on Solo.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, nah, I don't think. I think whatever. Where do Roman go after Jay though? We're gonna get on that. Let's stick to top. We're gonna get on that. But as far as the Street Profits go, we're liking. We both like that direction.
Absolutely.
And shout out to Zoe. If Zoe on the jump, we gonna get his views on Street Profits tonight. 'Cause he's like, man, I need to talk about.
I want to talk about the Street Profits. I know,
because he do love the street. He loved them, young. Like he loved them. That's his people. All right, Charlotte Flair had a little vignette. All of them did. Charlotte. I didn't see the Bianca and the Oscar joint. Did you see those?
Yeah.
Speak on those real quick.
Oscar was speaking. She's Japanese, right? Okay. Well, if you're not Japanese, Oscar, my apologies. But she was speaking Japanese the whole.
It was one of those.
Subtitled.
Okay.
It was subtitled.
They subtitled it. Okay.
Yeah. So she basically was just saying, I don't think it's fair that I got to do a triple threat. But either way you look at it, none of them was ready for Oscar, and she just was hitting the bag as she was saying it, and then she spit the green mist on the camera and faded the green.
I bet whoever had to clean that shit off the camera was mad.
I know they was like, oh, really?
Really?
Come on. Like,
did they? I hope they put a plastic bag over it or something.
I hope.
But
Maybe it was special effects. I don't know, but it was definitely green stuff. I hope. So Bianca's joint, you know, she did the EST thing. You know, y'all gonna find out why I'm the strongest, the fastest, you know.
Do you think
fattest.
she's gonna? I heard she's about to join the faction. She's gonna go heel and she's gonna join Street Profits and all. I can see it. What you think?
Yeah. I mean, I would love to see her go heel because I would love to see that side of her.
I would love it.
And with somebody like that going heel, who's really athletic and strong, and they can just go out there like this is one of those people that can go out there and bench press somebody over their head and then look at somebody and be like, "What? Do something," you know? So Bianca is one of them people. So I can't wait. But at the end of the day, I still think Asuka is going to pull a dirty win.
Yeah, or they're going to be fighting each other, and Asuka going to take advantage of what they're going through.
Yeah, that in my prediction, I said the egos is going to clash, and that's going to give Asuka her opening.
I am going to put those predictions out before tonight's show.
Okay.
Charlotte Flair. I told you this before we came on the air. It's no way, shape, form, or fashion that you can convince me that Charlotte Flair is sexy. Would I hit that? Yes, I'll hit it. But it's because she's Charlotte Flair. But, I mean, her body is not. And I'm not body shaming. Well, maybe I am. I don't know. And I know once we get popular, people will be like, "You are misogynist," because I keep on talking about shit that sounds messed up, like what I said about Raquel. She needs some titties. She do need some titties. I'm sorry, she needs some titties.
But look, where else you gonna get that? What other wrestling podcast you gonna get the honest, cold blood truth like that?
Inside Storyline Podcast. We going inside, and if you don't like the outside, come on in.
And if you ain't subscribed yet, what you waiting on?
Boom's right at the motherfucking top. Like, share, subscribe. The thing is, man, but I do love Charlotte Flair as a wrestler. She's a fucking beast. She's probably I'm going to give it to her. She's the best female wrestler of all time. What do you think?
Of all time?
Of all time.
I think I can agree with you on that.
She does some amazing shit.
Yeah. I can honestly say she is the embodiment of her father, probably with a little more oomph.
And then some.
And then some, right. So, yeah. I agree with you.
But I wasn't feeling that vignette.
No, not at all.
What do you think about that vignette, my brother?
I think they could have kept that in the canon somewhere.
Yes.
I didn't even see that.
They rented that fucking yacht for nothing.
Yeah.
Like she was sitting there trying to be sexy and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like,
So the point of that was to say that she got like money or
I don't know where they was trying to go with that. Because that's not even her.
Asuka's and Bianca's made sense.
Yes.
But I was like, Charlotte, okay, we're on the yacht, we're laying on the ground, and what, you about to wine and dine these niggas at SummerSlam? Like, I'm trying to figure it out.
I think in the pitch meeting, whoever that writer was made that shit sound bomb as a motherfucker. Because shit sounds good in theory. But when you put it into play, it's like...
He came in here and he was like, here's what I'm thinking. She's playing a yacht, right? Yacht.
Champagne.
80-foot yacht. Champagne glasses. The most epic story thing ever. Like, we're going to make it work.
And Triple H like,
I
get it. Let's do it.
I think they were
Rent
trying
the
to
yacht.
yeah, they were trying to pull off Razor Ramon, Ric Flair getting out the limo from the plane type situation, but it didn't.
It didn't stick
work.
because that's not her character.
Exactly.
And stop trying to make Charlotte Flair a fucking baby face. She's not that, bruh.
Not
You
at all.
cannot. And she even tries. She tries, and it's like, no. It's not believable.
Right.
I need a heel Charlotte Flair all the time. Period.
Mhm.
That's the like the Miz. I don't like Miz when he's fucking a baby face.
Right.
Like what? No. Why? Why is he helping people? This is the fucking Miz.
Exactly.
So yeah, I wasn't feeling that. Anything else you want to say on Charlotte Flair?
Nah. I think they said as much as they could last night.
This tribal package. I watched. Did you watch the Roman Reigns ESPN?
With Steven. I seen clips.
Paul Heyman is a savage.
Yeah, always happening.
They asked him about, are you the, best, manager? He was like, yes, I'm the GOAT. Then he said, Stephen A. Smith brung up Bobby Heenan. He said, he's dead.
Damn.
Woo! Yes, he's dead. And then he talked about Jimmy Hart. He was like, yes, but I am the GOAT because I'm with the tribal chief. Hey, Young, I'm sorry. He is the fucking GOAT.
Nah, yeah. We always have been. Always.
What do you think about his promo coming out in that segment?
Paul Heyman has always cut a beautiful promo. I actually think that Paul Heyman is, if not one of the biggest parts responsible of the bloodline, but might be the key person responsible for the story of the bloodline because he's been around Roman Reigns' family from
That's it.
day one.
And they got proof of that.
And they have proof of it. Exactly. So I feel like this is his baby. So when he goes out there and he speaks and he cuts a promo on this, it's personal for him.
I'm sorry.
I was just saying, like, I think anybody that goes out from Jay to Jimmy to Solo to Roman, I believe they all sit in a room and Paul Heyman says, this is what I need you to do. That's how personal I feel that is to him.
And they just sitting there like, all right, Paul.
Mm-hmm.
Because he has that mind.
Yeah. This is a man that used to run his own company, ECW. Imagine the man, the head of ECW, who used to have Stone Cold and RVD and Jericho and all of that, sitting there coaching you. I'm putting all of that into you, into these little group of guys right here. I'm giving you all of that. Nobody else in WWE is getting this right now. I'm giving all of this to you.
So is it safe to say that Paul Heyman needs to be thanked for the bloodline?
Absolutely. Absolutely. When the Hall of Fame happened, you need to go in. All of them.
He's not even in the Hall of Fame yet. That's a travesty right there.
Yeah. And
why the fuck Paul Heyman is not Hall of Fame?
But you know what? If they did it after this is over, then I could say, okay, because that's like saying
they gotta do
one more last hoorah, because Lesnar's on his way out at some point. And
is
then
he?
you have,
shit, I don't think he is. I mean, I ain't gonna be wrestling till he about 60.
Well, remember an interview he did, and he was saying that he said it was like, oh, well, is this the last match? What's the end game? He said, well, I know what the end game is. He said McMahon knows what the end game. I mean, we know what it is. So they have a plan set in motion for when
60.
it's going to happen. I don't know about all that, but I he definitely got some juice
Young.
still in the tank. But it's just
How
a
much
matter
they
of
paying?
when.
How much they paying Brock Lesnar a year?
Oh, it's in the millions.
15? Because last I checked, it was 10. I'm sure it's more than that.
It might be more.
And for a year, he's probably got like 10 fucking appearances.
And look, that's just off the checks for the match. Ain't counting merchandise and any type of promos and stuff that he cut outside of that. And I don't even want to think about the amount of money you get for wrestling in Saudi Arabia. That alone is probably 15 to 20 by itself. Because Brock Lesnar is not just a wrestler, he's an attraction.
Sable living good as shit.
Hey, Sable is the
She
the
old
most
as shit,
taken
man.
care of cougar on planet Earth.
Yes, she is.
Wow.
I remember Sable. Bro. All right, we're getting off track here.
All right.
What do you think of first Paul Heyman's speech and then the tribal package?
I think his speech was good. Like I said, it's personal for him, so I believe that everything is thought out carefully.
Right.
Every word, every promo, every speech, whatever we have, I think it's written out perfectly. The video package.
You see the Rock bust through that joint?
Yeah.
Ooh,
I want to know
was
who
like,
put that together. It was animation in there.
yes, yeah, Rikishi. Oh my
Yeah.
god, bro.
Yeah. So it was the whole thing up until Jay coming out. It was beautiful. Beautiful. Loved it. Well put together.
Let's talk about Jay.
Mm.
I'm gonna start this off. I think WWE is great. No, fuck WWE. Triple H is amazing.
Mm.
I know Jay is not gonna win, but they give me so much good shit to where I'm like, is Jay gonna win? Are they gonna? Let me ask you. Bruh.
Okay.
Do you think Jay is going to win? They be fuck. I love this era right now. I love it.
Okay, so if I wanted to really fuck somebody's head up, I'm talking about like when the guy seen Undertaker get pinned type. If I wanted to really fuck somebody's head up, Jay would win. But here's what I've come to learn on pay-per-views the night before.
Okay.
Usually, whoever is standing at the end on that show before the pay-per-view ends up losing on the pay-per-view.
Yes.
Jay was standing strong at the end. They gave him the upper hand, so that way when he loses, or if he loses on SummerSlam, it's like, okay, well, he been standing strong the whole time. So he had to fall at some point.
And he's been having more triumphs since kicking Roman, and it's been Jay heavy for about a month.
Right.
I know he's not gonna win, but WWE is so good at what they do that they put doubt in my head, young. Like, for you to put doubt in my head, because I'm a smart fan. I'm not a mark at all. I am not a mark at all. For you to put that doubt in me, you're doing your job. You're doing your fucking job. And that last night, Jay's promos is getting better and better and better. Now, I know he's not gonna win, yeah.
But there's still that.
But they making me like, ugh.
that little piece in the back of your mind.
Yes,
Man.
yes, man. It's like,
Like right now, if we had a surprise party going, we got Roman Reigns banners all over because we ready to celebrate when Roman wins. Almost like we was ready to celebrate when Cody won.
This is the second best pay-per-view of the year. They're going to fucking swerve. They're going to do some crazy shit, bruh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we don't even know. And we're going to be on Discord fucking like bruh. And this is our first pay-per-view, you guys. If you're watching, this is our first pay-per-view as a podcast, watching a pay-per-view. And we're going to be live tonight.
One of the big three.
I ain't even tell them that.
We're
going to be straight up live tonight. Hopefully people come through. If you don't, fuck yeah. We're going live though. And whatever, and that's the best thing about live, bruh. And I think we're going to get a lot of viewers because it's going to be over. And everybody goes to YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Everybody,
yeah.
So I don't even know how to make the thumbnail. I gotta make the thumbnail real quick because everybody is gonna flock to fucking YouTube to just see people's reaction on what's about to happen. And I think tonight is about to be a real game changer. Finn Balor, Seth. I need Finn to. I want Finn to win. I need Finn to win.
Oh, I have so much mixed emotions about. I think the Finn need to win. I think he needs it.
Dude, he need that, bro, because he was robbed 7 years ago.
Absolutely. And the guy who took it from him holds what he wants.
You're not ever going to get this moment again.
Ever.
This is the perfect fucking moment. Triple H needs to be like, all right, Seth. You was the first inaugural, and you've been doing the damn thing, and you gonna get the belt back. But we need to get Finn his shit.
And you know what? It will make it even more of an interesting and emotional segment because Damian Priest is going to be so torn. It's like, damn. So do I challenge him up front or do I wait till this nigga's weak and go and rob this nigga again?
Because he's not going to do it. I thought it was going to happen at some. Nah, I think if they're going to pull the trigger on Finn winning, they're gonna give him his shit. They can't have him win and then Damian. I think the money is where Finn win and you prolong is Damian going
to the anticipation.
That's where the money is. And then you bring Rhea and Dom into the shit. You can prolong a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Hey, Young, I'm loving wrestling right now, bruh.
Exactly.
Like, why? Look, Young, I'm not even afraid to tell motherfuckers I watch this shit no more. Like, fuck them.
Look, this y'all don't understand it.
Man, this shit is fucking epic, right?
Exactly.
I'm in attitude era mode right now. Mm-hmm. So much shit is going on right now. Let's get to Theory and Santos Escobar. We ain't gonna be long on this, people.
I was about to say it wasn't really much there.
What do you think they're gonna give the belt to Escobar next week?
Does he have enough behind him to get the belt and keep it?
I think they pushing him pretty hard.
Yeah, they are. I like him. I do. I think he needs.
Do you think
they a little more?
Do you think they were about to turn him heel on Ray before Ray got his real
To
concussion.
be honest, he looks like a heel.
He do.
He does. He looked
He
like.
look like an Eddie.
Can I say he looked like you can't trust him? Like he'll turn on you in a heartbeat.
Like he's Eddie.
Yeah. Like I don't know. I wouldn't mind because I'm not a huge Theory fan. So if they gave the belt to Escobar, I'd be like, okay. But you know what? It'd be because Ray got injured and he wasn't able to continue the match. So therefore, it's Escobar going in. But after Escobar wins, it's going to have to run it back between him and Ray.
It's gonna have to.
Yeah.
And I think they were going to turn him heel on Ray. But Ray, he getting old, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, that little push nigga, come on, bro.
But you know what?
That took you out.
You know what? For Ray to be, and a lot of people don't know, Ray is up there.
Yeah, he about 50.
But for Ray to be 50 something, he still move like
he is. But that what happened to him showed his age.
Yeah.
Because if that happened to Cody, he would have got fucked up, shook that shit off.
Cody had a whole.
He had a whole pack. God, he did 20 minutes. I'm sorry.
Yeah. You can't ask for nothing more than that.
That's that nigga. But we got a little intermission here. I did do a booking on Randy Orton coming. They said the man look, bruh. That joint got 2 views on
Luke
our
Bryan
channel.
now playing.
Shorty, stop doing that. That joint got 2 views on our channel. I guarantee if that if that happens, now it probably won't happen the way I said it, but just Randy and him, period.
Oh, absolutely.
That video is gonna go the fuck up.
It's gonna boost.
It's gonna boost because everybody's gonna be searching Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes, and you see the way I titled it: Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes. Period.
There you go.
What are you thinking on Cody Rhodes, Brock Lesnar? Let's get to that real quick.
I believe that Cody is definitely gonna get the win. Again, I think he's gonna pull a dirty win on him.
A dirty one?
But like I said in the prediction,
no, he's a white meat baby face. He can't do dirty, dog.
But against Brock Lesnar,
he can't do dirty though. But
Brock Lesnar deserves it. At this point, I've seen a babyface pull a dirty win before, and it worked because they felt that person had been doing so much dirt to this person that they deserved it in the end. This is the feeling that I'm getting. I could be wrong, but
he did that in the second match with the cast.
But that wasn't how he
was using it. That's a heel move, but we accepted it because Brock Lesnar deserved it.
But at the end of the day, Brock Lesnar is like that real big brawling motherfucker that you got to shoot. Cody ain't got no gun right now, so he gonna have to pull a dirty one on.
I see what
you understand what I'm saying?
I see. Like, nigga, all right, boom, like I gotta go. Fuck it, I ain't fighting you. I get it. When I was 13, I was about to fight this big motherfucker. His name was Robert. I wasn't about to go for, no.
About to fight Big Rob, huh?
I got a big ass fucking branch because it was just a storm and the branch was on the ground. Picked the motherfucker up. Like, what? My mother like, put that motherfucking branch down. I'm like, nah, ma, I ain't about to do that. This nigga went home.
You was about to Debo him.
Oh, I was about to fuck him up. It was gonna happen because I ain't about to. I'm about to try to fight you. Why?
Yeah. That's
So,
but
but will it end the feud, bruh? We need to end this feud.
It has to. This is not that match number 3. Where else they gonna go with it?
Okay, if Cody take a foreign object and use it on Brock to win, why wouldn't Brock want to get a rematch? We need something to make a definitive, okay, it's over.
Brock
Give me that.
Brock is upset if Cody beats him, period. So either way you look at it, he gonna be upset.
If Cody wins clean, Brock has to reevaluate who Brock is. And now he can translate his energy into someone else. What you think about that?
I don't know. I think either way you look at it, Brock is gonna feel some type of way. But I feel like also if Brock loses, it could go this way. If Brock loses and maybe he wins clean, maybe Cody wins clean.
Mm-hmm.
Brock says, you know what? All right. Like before, I didn't believe you deserved a shot at the title because I can't get it because they banned me from it. But now that you've proven yourself to me,
I can see that.
Okay, I support you.
I can see
Hell,
that.
and he might show up as support at WrestleMania and F5 Roman, and that might be a thing. You never know. He might be like, all right, like I
don't want no fucking. I want Cody to win clean. I don't want
clean. Okay.
I don't want no. I don't want no. Okay, I do want some shenanigans from Cody. I mean, Roman's side, yes, for him to overcome. But I don't want any. I don't want Sami Zayn. I don't want fucking Kevin Owens. I need Cody to win that shit clean. Fuck everybody up that's trying to interfere. He learned from last year because remember last year he took Roman in the corner and that's what made Solo do the thing and like he need to fucking like focus, man. And he need to be that. I want him to win it on his fucking own and get that fucking belt and
so
God, I can't wait to that fucking moment, my man.
You don't think he's going to need any backup at all?
I don't want him to have any backup. I think he's going to have some backup though.
He gonna need somebody.
But I want him to be a superhero, man. I want him to fuck everybody up, bro. In a logical
look at this
way.
man in this picture though.
Yeah, Roman, that dude. I love that nigga, man. I love Roman. Like I love that nigga.
This is the ultimate wrestling supervillain.
God damn, I love that nigga. I love that motherfucker, man. Like every time I see him, another man shouldn't look at another man like the way I look at this nigga. But like, I want you to be my daddy, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, or my man or something. Because Roman is. Why did they not pull the trigger on this man in 2015?
Because they was in fear of.
I was looking at Sucker and Succotash and fucking like what?
Because they.
So you had this nigga, you had this dude in that guy, and you never explored it. Because
they was afraid. They had the same feelings about the John Cena thing. They thought, oh, we don't want to turn John Cena heel because we might lose this and lose that. And
you ain't even have to turn him heel, bruh. The tribal chief works as a babyface as well.
Yeah. I think it's much better as a heel, though.
Man, when he came back, wreck everything, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm like a little girl when it comes to Roman Reigns. I mean, just his movement, his nuance, his nigga, the way he even like the give me the mic.
Mm-hmm.
he gives me what the black girls say. It's giving Rock.
Mm-hmm.
It's giving. You know, like.
Right.
Let me ask you this question. We're gonna wrap it up after this. Do you think Roman Reigns is the greatest wrestler of all time?
You know, that question right there could be a whole video within itself. Because when you talk about the greatest wrestler of all time, the greatest, it's a loaded question and it's very debatable.
Yes, it is.
I'll say this. In this generation, not Attitude Era, not Ruthless Aggression, not Golden Age, in this era, whatever this era is called.
He said, the COVID era.
The Generation X era. Roman is the greatest wrestler in this generation.
I'm about to surprise you, bro. Stone Cold Steve Austin is it's my favorite wrestler of all time. Always gonna be. Okay. Always gonna be. But Roman Reigns from Ruthless Aggression to now is the greatest champion of all fucking time. I'm sorry. Cena, Brock, to do what this man did, not only the 3 years. The 3 years is just the topping of on the cake of what this man been through.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta understand, bruh. They were trying to push something, and he was doing his best. The number one thing that make me say what I just said, remember when I was like, you know, Cody's the pec did it for me?
Yeah.
What did it for me was, or for Roman and the tribal chief, it wasn't until the tribal chief came along that I can appreciate what this moment was. And I believe this moment was like the peck for me. Looking back though, at that time it wasn't. But looking back, I'm like, okay, retrospect, that's my moment. When he came out after that WrestleMania with fucking Undertaker, and he stood in that fucking ring for what? 5 minutes? 10 minutes? 15 minutes? And just took all of the boos, all of the fuck yous, all of the fuck what you did. Vince McMahon told that man to go up there and stand, bruh. You think he wanted to do that? Fuck no.
Mm-mm.
And he just sitting there and then at the end, this my yard now. It was all scripted, and when he was standing there, it was like, I know he wanted to be the tribal chief. Like,
oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, absolutely.
And just looking at how he handles himself now, I was looking a couple of weeks ago, I was looking at him and his tribal chief versus John Cena.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! Way different than the Joan with John Cena.
He got embarrassed, right?
Oh my God.
Yeah. You talk about the not even the looks, but the ugly duckling syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
When you're ugly, but then you transform into the beautiful black swan. That's what happened to Roman from that first time he got embarrassed by Cena, and then when they met again, he was like, "Yeah, motherfucker, like I'm well seasoned now. I want you to try it again because this ain't just my yard. This is my table. I sit at the head of this motherfucker. You like this is my
Roman
ring.
said to that nigga, he said, "Yeah, you out in Hollywood? I can do that. I can do movies." But you here now, bro. Oh my
Right.
God, and I think Cena was like,
Right.
he got
Right.
the rub from Cena. Like Roman is. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I love Cody. You know. I have a. Like Cody's my man.
Right.
I just want to take Cody and put him up under my titty. And breastfeed Cody like, you good, bruh? Because I understand. You seen the documentary, right?
I seen the documentary.
Okay, we gonna get that.
Mm-hmm.
I just love Cody, man. Cody is just Cody.
Mm.
You know, like I shed a fucking tear on this man. Yeah. Dusty? Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like Stardust, bruh. Cody is my man.
Yeah.
But Roman,
It's a whole nother level,
whole
yo.
motherfucker.
Like his shirt said, he said God mode.
God
Greatness
mode.
on a different level.
I mean, woo, that man it's a man. That's a man, Buddha. But I love where the wrestling business is right now.
Yeah.
And it's the best time for us to do a podcast. And that's what this is, Inside the Storyline Podcast. Do you want to add anything to this SmackDown, my brother?
You had that Bailey Io Sky thing. I think we might have skipped over that, but it was a short segment on the Waller show or something like Grayson Waller, Money in the Bank. They have this little thing where Shotzi went crazy because they cut her hair off and all
What
of
do
this.
you think about that? Like, I
think it's all over the place, honestly. It's not really no real direction with it. I like seeing Bailey.
Yes, I like seeing Bailey as well. And if you guys understand why,
you know.
go in the comment section and tell us why.
You know.
I think Shotzi is trying to do something that Liv Morgan tried to do a couple of years ago. And if it works for her, cool. It looked like the crowd is getting behind it. Bailey and Io Sky, I like that dynamic of her keep on trying to make it seem like, you know, it's our thing when it's actually Io Sky. Like, she can't speak English that good, so she needs Bailey.
You know what? We never thought about that. We sitting here focusing on Oscar and Bianca and all of them. But what if Io decides she gonna cash in?
She cash in on any fucking body she wants.
And it wouldn't matter who won that match.
That would look. We said it here. Inside Storyline.
And if you ain't subscribed, what you waiting on? Come on.
Waiting on, man. Just like the video. But we gonna see SummerSlam today, baby.
Yes.
I'm about to put this out right now as raw as possible. Not raw because it's SmackDown, but
right.
That's all we got, people.
Yes.
We're gonna see what we working with tonight, because we're gonna be right back up here tonight live on this channel. So if you guys are just coming in, please make sure you subscribe so you can get that live notification. Hit that bell so you can get all of the notifications. And we are going to be right back up here live tonight after SummerSlam to give our opinions. And I'm going to be uploading our predictions as well. So at the end of the day, y'all get it all from Inside the Storyline Podcast. Jay, do you want to say anything before we sign off?
Subscribe, comment, like, and when we go live, join us.
Yes, baby. This has been Inside the Storyline Podcast. Appreciate you guys coming through. If you are a wrestling fan you will understand exactly what we do. We out. Peace out. Love you guys. Stay inside the storyline. I'm out.